What's going on, you guys? This is Dwayne, and I am back again with another How to Build Credit TV live stream. Man, I almost forgot the name of my channel because I haven't done a video in a while. I was like, How to Build Credit TV. Anyway, I am doing my live stream, which normally we try to do live streams on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I am running a little bit behind, or maybe a lot of bit behind today. Let's see, it's 7:11, so I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm here for another installment of How to Build Credit TV live stream. And so if you're watching this back on the replay, let me know from where you're watching. I'm doing this live stream from Houston. Like I said, normally Mondays at 7 p.m. is when we do the live stream. And if you're new to the channel, we normally talk about how to build your credit, how to get money using credit cards, and basically every and anything you need to know about your credit, right? So that's what we talk about. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, so in this live stream, I'm going to be talking to you guys about US Bank credit cards. So US Bank is a bank that a lot of people may not necessarily know about, especially if there are no US Bank branches where you reside, so it'd be harder to know. If you have banks, U.S. banks around your area, then of course you know about U.S. Bank. But U.S. Bank offers several different credit cards, and a lot of people just may not know. I, for one, was one of them. I did not know. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember how I came across the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. I actually have that card. It's a great card. It's a 5% cashback card, but U.S. Bank offers quite a wide variety of credit cards. I mean, just traditional credit cards. There's like travel cards, there's cashback cards, and then of course there's a secured card that they offer, which is really, really good. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. And of course, I'm going to be answering questions that you guys may have. Once again, if you're new to the channel, we try to do these live streams on Mondays at 7 p.m. So if you have questions about credit and how to build your credit and how your credit score is comprised, or anything pertaining to your credit, that's kind of our space here on this channel, How to Build Credit TV. I really want to focus on helping people build their credit so that they can do whatever it is they'd like to do, whether it's get, a home loan, a car loan, whether it's to get a, premier credit card that you can actually earn cash back, like some Sears cash back, or earn points towards travel and actually travel somewhere based on using your credit card. And when I say using your credit card, I'm referring to simply using your credit card to buy things that you already buy anyway. Okay, so like I just use my credit card to do everything that I would do with my debit card, except I pay it off and I pay it in full every single, like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks if I'm being lazy. But I use my credit cards and I pay them in full. So on this channel, we're talking about responsible credit card usage. And so that's what this channel is all about. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump into the comment section and say what's up to you guys, for the people that have come and joined for another installment of How to Build Credit TV live stream, or for any newbies that may be out here. Once again, let me know from where you're watching. I'm doing the stream from Houston, and so I'm going to get into the comment section here and kind of say what's up to some of you guys. All right, here we go. All right, we got 33 people watching the stream. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel quite a bit, so I appreciate that quite a bit. Hey, Alberto, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. We got Chloe Clark. Thank you for joining the stream. It says, hello there, and how are you doing? I'm doing well. Today was a super early start, you guys. I actually got up today at 4:30 because I had to be at work for 5:30, which is not normally my work schedule. Normally I get to work for 7. I start working at 7 a.m. and do 7 to 4:30. But today I had to get there a little bit earlier, which was 5:30, and I am feeling it. Like I went to bed, I was in bed at like 10 o'clock. I probably fell asleep around 10:15 or so. I wanted to be in bed at 9:30, but it didn't work out. So I'm a little tired, but I definitely have energy when it comes to doing a live stream because you guys have been good to me, and I definitely haven't been doing a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm smiling because I really need to get back to doing videos, but YouTube is definitely a long haul game, and I try to just make sure I don't burn myself out by making a whole bunch of videos. So that's why I haven't been making videos recently, but I will definitely be changing that in the future. And certainly we're approaching 10,000 subscribers, which I'm really excited about. So that's a pretty big deal. Anyway, let me get in here and say what's up to the rest of you guys. Hi, is this Atticus? Dude, I hope I said that right. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, sir. Jose, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Sexy Devil 78. Hey, Dwayne, what's happening? Thank you for joining the stream. I haven't seen you in a while, so thanks for making a comment in case you were watching last time without commenting. Thank you for joining. How to get an 800 credit score. Good evening, Big Boss. What's going on, Lyndon? Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Doing great work on your channel over there. By the way, if you guys are watching this, and if you're watching this back on the replay, be sure to check out Lyndon's channel, which is how to get an 800 credit score. If you're watching it back on the replay, you can just click on the live chat, and then you can click his name and go to his channel or something like that, especially if you're on a desktop. If you're on, well, you can do the same thing on the cell phone as well. So definitely check his channel out. What's going on, Cliff? Cliff is watching from Los Angeles. He says, good afternoon. It's 5:18 where you are, or 5 something. I think I think the time on my computer is a little fast, but it's 5 something where you are. Good stuff, man. Thanks for joining. Paulette, thank you for joining the live stream. She says, hi, miss you, Baltimore. All right, thanks for joining the live stream. Yeah, like I said, I know it's been a while. I've been just really taking my time with kind of making content. I made a lot of content when I first got started with the channel, and I kind of slowed down on purpose because I really need a break, to be honest with you guys. But you know, there's no rest for the weary, so full steam ahead. David, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Jason says, what's up, big homie? I'm here, sir. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Janelle, thank you for joining the stream. Tim, what's going on? Tim says, yo, I'm in Dallas. What's up, my man? Thanks for the info. Thanks for joining the stream, Tim. I appreciate you, and thanks for taking the time to comment. Spence, what's going on, sir? How are you? Pink Lady Barber, thank you for joining the stream. Your little, I like that. That's good stuff. Thank you for joining the stream. Miss Gatlin, how are you, ma'am? Thank you for coming back for another installment. D. Anderson says, what's up, brethren? You know I love U.S. Bank as well. I have the Platinum Visa Cash Plus Visa Signature, my 5% workhorse. Absolutely, man. Like, I mean, you already know, we both have conversed about this particular card, or yeah, the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature card. That card is certainly a dark horse, which I still don't quite understand why. I guess marketing, right? It has a lot to do with it. I mean, U.S. Bank doesn't have, at least I haven't seen commercials on TV. I mean, I live in Houston, so there are no U.S. Bank branches down here. I don't know about, you know, actual locations where there are U.S. banks. Maybe you guys have commercials, but I just don't see them competing as much as, you know, like Discover Card and American Express and Chase and so on and so forth. So maybe that's a part of the situation. Jason, what's going on, man? Jason says, I made a live stream. There you go. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Ms. Lady Renee, thank you for joining the live stream. Good evening to you, ma'am. Breon, dude, listen, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Walton, last name Walton. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Said, sup, Dwayne, waiting on you to drop some nuggets as always. Thanks, bro. Thank you, sir, for joining the live stream. I appreciate that. Ricky, watching from Atlanta. Thank you, sir. Vincent, what's going on, man? Checking in from Hawaii. Awesome. Hey, what time is it in Hawaii? I think you guys are like 5 hours behind me or ahead of me. I'm Central Time. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'll get to it like 20 minutes from now because that's what I'll get all the way down to the bottom. What's going on, Tharlin06 Trey? Thanks for stopping by the channel. I appreciate you, man. Donnie, what's going on, sir? He says, keep it pushing. Absolutely. No choice. Lakeisha, or is that Lakeith? Dude, ma'am, Miss Fields, please forgive me for butchering your name. I guess you should. You know what? I'm done. I'm not even going to try. I'm sorry. I mean, nothing's wrong with your name. I can't. I have issues. Hooked on Phonics does not work for me, apparently. Parker Platinum Auto says hello from Tampa. Good stuff, man. QV says, what's up, D? Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Aisha says, hey, D, it's okay to take a break from time to time. Even Jesus rested on Sunday. Facts. Big facts. I like that. Thank you for making that comment. Latrice is watching from Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, ma'am. We have Richard here from New York. He says, in the house, what's good? Thank you for stopping by the stream, sir. I guess you survived the blackout. Did that affect you at all? Depending on where you were? I guess it was kind of like in the city, right? Like Manhattan and whatnot. You know, it's weird. I didn't even call my people to check if they were affected, but and my cousin lives in Brooklyn. But we're not going to talk about how I am clearly a poor family member. Bodyguard 856, thanks for joining the stream. Wow, okay. TransUnion went down 14 points. Credit utilization is at 0. What? That is crazy. Be sure to really look at your credit report, you know, and kind of see what's going on there in case something occurred. I mean, something clearly occurred that is insanely weird, that your score would go down 14 points and your utilization is 0. Clearly, it's not your utilization, right? So you definitely want to make sure you pay attention to see if you can kind of catch what's going on there. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is crazy. Ivan, what's going on? Looking forward to your opinion on the U.S. Bank credit cards. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Okay, Lord Lucifer and so on and so forth, level 9, says, does U.S. Bank have a link for pre-qualify? They do. It was kind of weird. Before the video started, I was looking to see it because the last time that I applied for the card, I actually found it. You know, it was just like right there. It said like, you know, pre-qualification for, you know, to see if you're qualified. And that was really, really good. They actually had that when I was looking. But for some reason, I wasn't able to find it just now, right before the stream started, which is kind of weird. But go ahead and Google it. I'm sorry, I was trying to kind of multitask right now and see if I can look it up as I was talking, but I clearly suck at multitasking. But they should have where you can see if you're pre-qualified and it does not hurt your score. That's one of the things that I do like about U.S. Bank. Aisha says U.S. Bank is prime here in Minnesota. Yeah, I thought so. I know that there's a U.S. Bank arena for sure. They probably have more than one, but I know that there is one. I don't remember what sport it is. I think it's either basketball or football, but I might even be wrong about that. But thanks for making that contribution, Aisha. I appreciate that. D. Anderson says, next up, U.S. Bank Altitude Visa. Yeah, I mean, dude, that $400 annual fee, or is it $450? Whatever the annual fee is, it's pretty steep. So, you know, let me know how that goes for you whenever you decide to get that. Hey, Seuss, what's going on, bro? Listen, man, every time I do a live stream now, I'm like, man, I need to make that video about that card. And maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get to it this year. And it's a good card, too, so I definitely need to do that. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Cedric, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by the stream. DJ Lady JTV, how are you, ma'am? Thank you for stopping by. Cole says, what's up? I want to get that Cash Plus card for my utilities. Yes, sir. I use that Cash Plus card for my utilities and my cell phone. The 2% category I use for gas, but I really don't utilize it that much for gas because normally one of my other cards has a better cashback or percentage towards points that you get for using it towards gas. But absolutely, I agree with you 100%. 921 all day long says, Dwayne, I got approved for the Amex Everyday Blue Cash with a 663 Experian. First of all, awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing that. Amex offered me the card with no 0% APR for 15 months. I took the offer anyway to build a relationship with them. Awesome, man. Thank you for, or man, ma'am, I don't know who you are, but whomever you are, thanks for taking the time to share that. That's really, really awesome. And that 663 credit score, that's freaking cool. I wonder what, how many inquiries did you have? Go ahead and share with the community how many inquiries you have so that, or had when you applied for it, so that some people can kind of have a little ballpark. My advice always when it comes to credit cards that offer some kind of way to see if you're pre-approved, check to see if you're pre-approved first before applying for the card. That's always my advice. Just because it just makes sense. The tool is there, so we may as well use it. QV says, what was your last approved credit card? My last approved credit card was the Pedal card. No, I'm lying. I got the Pedal card. Wow, I've gotten so many cards. I'm ridiculous. So I had the Pedal card. Then I got the Navy Federal Credit Union secured card. I went ahead and just put $5,000 for the deposit on that because it's no biggie. And so I got that card. And then the last card that I got was the Delta Gold card from American Express. So that was my last credit card approval. Good question. Francisco, what's going on from Illinois? I appreciate you, sir. Gregory, thank you for stopping by the stream. Queen Cassie says, hey, Dwayne, thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, ma'am. Oh, dude, Cole, thanks, bro. I'm clearly blind. So somebody mentioned earlier that their credit score, okay, it was Bodyguard. Dude, I can't even read code. Thanks for that correction. Bodyguard says TransUnion, or it says TransUnion, went up 14 points. Credit card utilization 0%. Cole, you're a lifesaver. Thank you for making that correction. I definitely did not see that, so I appreciate you. Appreciate you. There we go. And then there's Bodyguard telling me up. It went up. LOL. Yeah, I'm hit the thumbs up. I need help clearly, so I appreciate that. Cool. Richard says I'm in Manhattan. No blackout in my area. Certain parts of Brooklyn had one today. Really? Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that, man. I'm glad you weren't affected for sure. It was kind of weird because I had gotten on Snapchat, which I never get on Snapchat. I shouldn't say never, but I rarely get on Snapchat, and I had gotten on Snapchat for whatever reason, and I was watching like some ESPN stuff, and then I saw like it was like blackout in New York. So people were sharing snaps, or it was basically a bunch of snaps of people saying that there was a blackout in New York. And so that's kind of how I found out before seeing it on the news, to be honest with you. Paulette says, hey, Dwayne, my husband applied for the Discover card and pre-qualified, but was denied. And he also planned for American Express, Delta Gold. Credit Karma would say that was very good and was denied. Man, listen, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that. It's really weird. I hate being rejected for stuff. Me personally, if I'm gonna give advice as far as like applying for stuff, just because I hate being rejected, I always want to make sure, like, before I apply for something, especially if I haven't been approved for some stuff in a while, I want to make sure that my credit utilization is as low as it can be, you know, like between 0 and 5%. I want to also make sure that I have no more than two to three inquiries at the time of applying. So that's really crappy, but you know, it does happen. I mean, I got denied for a card when I had a 781 FICO score, of course, because I had too many new accounts and all kinds of crap that they told me. So it does happen. And thank you for sharing that, Paulette. And I'm sorry to hear that. Jason says, who does a U.S. bank pull from? I wish I know. I'm sure somebody's going to answer that question. They probably already have. I have no idea, Jason. I don't remember. Greg says, thanks for the good advice. God will bless you more for what you are doing. Man, Greg, I appreciate those kind words, and certainly on time and on point. It's always good to be encouraged, and it's definitely always good to hear a good word. So I appreciate you taking the time to write that, Greg, and thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, wow. Okay, Cole said U.S. Bank removed their pre-qualifying from the website. Yeah, that was weird. Like I said, I was like, I know it was here, and I was trying to, you know, pull it up so I can show you guys tonight. But yeah, didn't work out. What's going on? The Coin Alley is in the house. Thanks for stopping by the stream, sir. It is a pleasure to see you again. Rick says, just got on. Don't U.S. Bank have a secured card at $300 starting? They do have a secured card for sure. I don't remember if it starts at $300. I know the annual fee is $29. We're going to have a look at that tonight. But I do know that they have a secure card. And to be honest with you, I had a good experience before I applied for the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature card. I contacted them. I was going to get the secured card because I wasn't sure. And then at the time, they had the pre-qualification deal on their website. So I went ahead and filled that out. And I was pre-qualified for several cards, and I was like pretty excited about it. But I was still kind of like hesitant to pull the trigger on it. And I called the representative, the customer service, and they were like, you know, well, just apply for the card. And then, you know, if you don't get it, you know, then he was talking to me about the secured card and, you know, what the possibility was as far as being able to get promoted sooner to an unsecured card. I had a good experience when I called them to ask questions about it. So I would definitely recommend people to get the secured card from US Bank, especially if you're looking just to establish a relationship with the bank. That is a great way to do so. Miss Fields, look, it's so funny. I'm not even going to try to say her name. I'm horrible. Says, what score do you need to have to get a PayPal credit line? Great question. I would say that it doesn't have to be high. I would say maybe like 620. And I'm just throwing that number out there to be honest with you. I got approved for a $500 US for a $500 PayPal credit account, and my credit at the time was trash. I don't know if they approved me because I was using PayPal quite a bit, but I don't think it's very hard to get approved for that. So I don't know, maybe see if you can do some more research and see what's out there before you decide to do that. And but like I said, I don't think it's hard to get it at all. Atticus says, how's the Navy card for you so far? For me, it's been good. I mean, it's no biggie. I use it, I pay it off. I use it, I pay it off. The purpose of getting that card is just to get the relationship with them so that I can get a credit card with a really, really, really high limit. I think they've already started marketing to me about applying for a regular credit card, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to chill, and maybe I'll apply in a year's time, but I definitely need to chill. But so far, so good. D. Anderson says, last week was fruitful. Added the Citi Double Cash. Congratulations, sir. The Target Red Card, MasterCard, and Walmart MasterCard. Yeah, I would say it's fruitful, bro. You are out there doing it big. And to be honest with you, those cards are pretty freaking awesome cards. They definitely have some good perks to them. So, you know, just keep me posted. Let me know how those cards are working for you. And once again, congratulations. And thank you for sharing that here in this community. I appreciate that, man. Tyrone says, it's hard to get a card with US Bank. And I've heard that a lot, to be honest with you. I don't know if off the top of my head, if I knew that the pre-qualification portion of their website was gone. I don't know if I would still had done this video, but I definitely wanted to shine some light on US Bank credit cards because they do have quite a bit of credit cards. And more importantly, there's a way to get into it, right? There's a way to establish a relationship with that secured card. And if that's where you have to start, that's where you have to start. But that is why I definitely wanted to talk about that particular bank, which is US Bank, and their credit cards that they offer. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Cody, I think this is how you say it. It says, hey, bro, what's the best way to use my credit to get a house? Okay, that's a loaded question. If you're interested in getting a house or getting a loan, right? The best thing that you can do to make sure that your score is as good as it can be is to make certain that you have your credit utilization like 0% or 1%. Okay, so that means pay all of your stuff off, right? Pay all your stuff off. If you have like credit cards or anything like that, pay all of those off, and then like pay it down to like zero, $0 balance, $0. And then see what your score is at that time. And then also another thing to take into consideration is kind of what's going on with your inquiries, right? But then again, that may not matter because getting approved for a home loan is quite easy, to be honest with you. But you definitely want to make sure that your score is in tip-top shape, and you want to make sure that you do that by having a very, very low utilization, because that's one of the only things that you can kind of control right off the top when it comes to maximizing your credit score. Now, of course, if you know somebody and you can become an authorized user on someone's card that may have some years of credit history, good payment history, then you definitely want to consider asking them, hey, let me get on your card as an authorized user. If you have somebody that you know and trust, that would be another route that would help you to get your score even higher before applying for that particular loan. So that's my 2 cents on that. All right. Okay, D. Anderson has 13 cards. That's funny, dude. I have 13 cards too. I had 15, but we're not going to talk about it. Now I have 13. Deborah, what's going on? You just skipped my shout out. Deborah, are you serious? I'm so sorry. Let me go back up here. That's funny. Did I really skip it? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Deborah says, hey, D, hitting you up from the DMV. Deborah, my bad. Thanks for jumping back in there and letting me know. I didn't mean to miss it, but thanks for letting me know. And welcome to the stream. I definitely appreciate you watching. All right, let's get on back down here. Okie dokie. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of reading, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. 921 all day long says, I'm a man, Dwayne. I just checked my Discover free account, which shows my Experian, and I have 8 inquiries, and Amex still approved me. Wow. Dude, I really appreciate you taking the time to answer that question once again. So you're saying you got approved with a 663 credit score and you had 8 inquiries at the time of application of applying, that is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, that's kind of weird because, of course, you guys that are watching now, you know that that doesn't mean that everybody that has a 663 credit score and 8 inquiries that we're all going to get approved for an American Express card. All right. Like I said, definitely want to see if you're pre-approved first. And if you're not, I wouldn't even worry about applying. You know what I mean? But what you could consider is if you know somebody with an Amex card, jump on there as a authorized user, and that will kind of like establish a relationship with you and American Express. And then maybe after like 8 months or so, go back and see if you're pre-qualified again. Of course, during those 8 months, you're going to be working on your score, right? You're going to be making sure that your utilization is low. You're going to keep your payments on time, so on and so forth. And so, by default, your score should improve. And then you can come back around and see if you can get it. Janelle says, the U.S. Bank pulls what credit report most? Most banks pull your credit report from one of 3 main bureaus, and of course, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. But U.S. Bank also look at reports from the IDA StateStream. Now, over my head. StateStream, no idea what that is. I know that Lyndon had done a video and he was talking about that. I just caught like a little part of that video. But thank you for making that contribution, Janelle. I definitely have no idea anything about that. And it's so sad. I'm like, I have no idea. But I'm all right. Looking here, just kind of reading through. Brock says, hello from Pittsburgh. Thanks for stopping by, Brock. I appreciate you a lot, sir. The Coin Alley says, just received an offer from Citi Double for $15 statement credit after making 3 Apple payments, 3 Apple Pay purchases of $50. That's not bad. Citi does a decent job of marketing and sending emails out when they want to kind of get offers in front of you. I've definitely gotten some emails from them, some pretty enticing one, but I'm just gonna chill. But that is pretty cool. That should be a no-brainer, especially if using Apple Pay is easy for you to do and something that's convenient for you to do. Atticus says, does Navy Federal report to all bureaus? Of course they do. All of them should report to all bureaus. It may take a while to show up on other bureaus for whatever reason, but they all should be reporting to the bureaus for sure. Okay. I was reading Paulette's comment here. She's talking about not being able to utilize the Discover card. It's kind of weird. I mean, like for me personally, the way I think about the Discover card, it's very easy to be distracted, right? Because everybody's like trying to get multiple credit cards. But when it comes to the Discover card, my advice is if you get that card, just really focus on using that card as much as you can possibly for the first year, because they're going to match all the cash back. I mean, in my mind, that's free money. I'm sure in someone else's mind, they would say, no, be sure to, use it where you're going to get the most cash back or the most points and so on and so forth. And that's fine. That's not bad advice. But like when you start to split up your purchases across different accounts, it's going to be really easy for you to not maximize the power of the cash back that you get from Discover and the cash back match. All right. Francisco, I'm pretty sure someone already answered this question. If I do a product change from my Citi dividend to a Citi double cash back, would that change my credit history? It should not, because you're supposedly going to keep the same credit card number, so that should not affect your credit history at all or your payment history with them. I personally had the Citi secured card, which is it was the diamond. I think it was a blue card. Maybe it wasn't a diamond. Yeah, it was a diamond. It was a blue card. And then I got promoted to an unsecured card, which was the diamond preferred, which that card was black. And then I went ahead and graduated or did a product transfer to the Citi dividend card. Same card number. And once again, that should not affect your credit history at all. Good question, though. Okay, here we go. We got the Coin Alley dropping one of my infomercials here. I appreciate you, sir. He says, in the market for non-chase cards, looking to support Dwayne and the channel, consider using one of these links. And of course, he has the Discover card link, the American Express link, and I appreciate you, sir, for slapping that in there. Man, you've been consistent. You're always consistent, and this community appreciates you. I appreciate you for showing up and doing what you do and answering all the questions that you do, and even slapping my little infomercial there in the live stream. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, so this question here, in regards to how hard is it to get approved for the Navy Federal credit cards, my advice is, if you don't think you're going to be approved for the regular credit card because you have too many inquiries or your score isn't high, just start off with the secured card. Start off with the secured card. Do a $200 deposit. You know, you don't need to put a lot of money. As a matter of fact, putting a lot of money is not going to ensure that you get a huge credit limit increase when you're promoted. Putting a lot of money like the way I did with the $5,000 probably ensures that you're not going to get a huge credit limit increase once you're promoted. But I will let you guys know what my experience is once that time comes. Thank you guys for slapping that thumbs up or smashing that thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're watching, go ahead and do that. That helps this channel quite a bit, and it helps put this information and other information from the channel in front of more people. So go ahead and do that. That helps a lot. Jason says, hey, Dwayne, do you use credit card to monitor your FICO or pay for a service? I love Experian FICO Score 8. No, I personally don't pay for a service because I'm insanely cheap, and the way my bank account is set up, that's Kevin Hart, right? But no, honestly, like, I don't pay for that service because I am cheap, and it's really easy to continuously get a small subscription, right? So then you got your Netflix subscription, then you have your Spotify or your Pandora or your whatever subscription, right? So then before you know it, you have all these subscriptions, and then you're paying like, $200 worth of subscriptions. Now, that may be cool for others, but for me, because of my upbringing and because I like to see my money stay in my account, I don't pay for those things because I have free tools like Credit Karma, even though it's not the most accurate, clearly, but I personally don't pay for it. And, hey, if you want to pay for it once or twice and kind of see what's going on with your score, go for it. But me personally, I use what I have that's free because those free tools provide me the exact same information as far as what I need to do to improve my credit score, right? Like, they all are going to tell you the 5 different categories that make up your credit score. All right, and that's payment history, that's 35%. That is credit card utilization, that is 30%. There is average age of credit, which is 15%. And then there is hard inquiries or new accounts, that's 10%. And then there is type of credit or credit mix, that's another 10%. So it tells you what it is that's on your credit score, to be honest with you. Or how you can maximize your credit score. Hey, Wade, the Coin Alley gave a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir, for taking your $5. Dude, you should never give me a super chat because you're always so freaking helpful to the channel. I should give you a super chat. I appreciate that, though, Wade. Thanks a lot. That means a whole lot coming from you because of the value that you bring to the channel. So thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate you, sir. Respect. All right, so let's see here. D. Anderson says, this week I'm going for number 3, Navy Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned after this one, FICO Garden until January 2021. Dude, I hear you on the FICO Garden for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be chilling all the way out for sure. Lord Lucifer, Lord Lucifer, that's so funny. Hey, yeah, there is a referral link, not a referral link, but an approval link in regards to American Express. You can just Google it and it'll pop up, and then you can click on that for sure. Oh man, Cole, I hear you. Cole says American Express keeps pushing the gold card to me, but I'm not ready for that annual fee. Totally hear you, 1000%. For me, I used this channel to justify getting that card. I also used the fact that I needed to get more into TravelPoints and learn more about it. So I went ahead and sacrificed, But honestly, my sacrifice wasn't much of a sacrifice because I had applied for several credit cards, and most of them at the time were cashback credit cards. So I think I got like $700 worth of cash back from those different cards. There were 4 cards, and I said, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and just use some of the cash back that I've earned over here to pay the $250. So that's kind of what I did, but I think it's a good card, and if you can get a good sign-up bonus, you know what I mean, like at least 50,000 points, then it's definitely worth considering. But you definitely want to make sure that you're gonna travel, and you know, you can kind of make it worth your while. Let me know, keep me posted on that, and definitely consider using my my referral link for that particular card. All right. Okay, that boy Diaz Shaggy. Congratulations, he said. Just got approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Awesome, man. Thank you for taking the time to join the live stream and say that here. That's really freaking awesome. Despite you talking smack about the Rockets way back. Clearly, I haven't let it go, but hey, the Warriors didn't win, right? No, they didn't win, so it's all good. But thanks for stopping by the stream and making that contribution. I appreciate you a lot. Lyndon, thank you for that $5 super chat. I appreciate you taking your hard-earned money and donating to the cause here. I appreciate you very much. He said your score went up 746, closer to excellent credit status. I can't see the rest of the comment because I haven't gotten to it yet, but I will get to it when I get to it. Jamie says, hey there, I just got offered the Capital One secured credit card. Do they help you a lot with credit? In regards to that, the Capital One secured credit card is not bad. It's going to help you establish credit. The only thing that sucks about that card now is that you're not able to be promoted to an unsecured credit card. So that's the only thing. I normally like to promote cards that are going to let you graduate to an unsecured card that they currently have. So other cards that you may want to consider, you may want to consider the U.S. Bank Cash Plus, or not the Cash Plus, the U.S. Bank secured card. You may want to consider the Citibank secured card and the Discover It secured card. You know, those are other cards that are going to promote you to an unsecured credit card with them. So that's really, really awesome. Teresa, thank you for stopping by the stream. I'm glad to see you or your image. So thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you. Quiet Storm 7 says, we don't do Chase around these niggas. That's so funny. Dude, whatever, man. Chase is fine. But that's kind of funny, though. Oh, man. Eli, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, cool. Jamie or Jaime says, just got approved for the Capital One secured credit card. Will that give me lots of points? I don't know. In regards to lots of points, what will happen is the more you use your card and pay it on time, you're going to be building your payment history. Now, when that particular card reports to the credit bureau, you want to make sure that you have your balance between 0% and 10%. Okay. So if you have a limit of $200 or even $300, let's say $300, 10% of $300 is $30. So let's say your bill is due on the 1st, but the credit card reports to the credit bureaus on the 15th. You'll know this by calling them and asking when is your closing date or your statement closing date. They'll tell you, okay? So you want to make sure by the 15th your balance is either $0 or $30 if you had a $300 credit limit. Sneaky25 says, finally, my Mondays are back on track. What's up, Dwayne? Thank you for saying that, Sneaky25. I appreciate you. My Mondays are sort of back on track now. That's funny. All right. Teresa says, if you're paying a collections, what's the best way to pay them or to pay them out? Out of your personal bank account or a credit card? Wow, that is tricky, Teresa. Honestly, I'm like, yeah, they're both kind of not cool, but I mean, clearly you have to, right? So they're not supposed to take money from your account, whether it's a credit card or your actual bank account, without your consent. So technically that's what's supposed to happen. So it wouldn't even matter at this point, because if they did that, that would be against, you know, what you want them to do. And then of course you could take the necessary action to kind of rectify that. So at this point, I'm going to say, you know, use your personal bank account just because it's not a credit card, right? You're not paying a collections with a credit card, which may just kind of sit there and kind of, screw that up for you in regards to your credit. So you definitely want to pay out of your account if you have it. Clifton, what's going on, sir? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Okay, Paulette says, what I was trying to say is my insurance company and my car payment don't accept credit cards. I know. Well, my insurance does, but the car does not. They take it out of your bank account, so therefore I can't use my Discover card on or any credit card. Yeah, it sucks for sure. For sure. I hate it when like I try to pay with my Discover card and whoever doesn't accept Discover card. I'm like, what? Like it upsets me because I'm like, I mean, I get it, but a lot of people sometimes don't accept American Express. So when it happens with Discover, I'm always just kind of like, man, that's crazy. And what's going on? He said, let's get it popping, D. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, sir. All righty, let's see here. Oh, sweet. Cole says, that's a good idea, and I used your link for my Hilton Honors and my Delta Gold. Freaking awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. David, first of all, thanks for stopping by the stream. David said, I was pre-approved for the Amex Gold card, 50K points, but not the Amex Everyday card. Should I apply for the Everyday card? Yeah, that is a tricky question. Wow, that's a tricky question. Man, the gold card is supposedly easier to get. Charge cards are supposedly easier to get because like the bank takes less risks, right? Because you're supposed to be paying that off every month, right? If the gold card is something that you're interested in, then I would say go ahead and get that first. I really would. But if it's something that you're not interested at all, then if you apply for the everyday card, clearly you're going to be taking a chance, and that's okay. Like we take chances all the time when we apply for stuff, no matter how awesome our credit score is. When I hit submit and that little ball or whatever goes around and around and around, I'm always like, I don't know. Even though my score is good, you know what I mean? I'm always still kind of like, well, let's see what happens. So let me know what you decide on that, David. And definitely, that 50K sign up bonus for the gold card is a pretty sweet deal. That's the one that I got. So let me know what you decide to do. Oh, hey, Jesus, dude, I'm pretty sure somebody already answered this, but product change, yeah. What's funny? I read that as like, I think I was thinking about like if they upgrade from a secure card to an unsecured card. But yeah, they supposedly do product changes, and supposedly you can do it online. I mean, I personally have never gone online to look and see because currently I have the Quicksilver card and I have the Saver card. I'm not really interested in doing a product change to any other cards at the moment because even if I were to product change, I would miss out on the sign up bonus. Like if I got the Venture card, and I'm not willing to do that. So, but yeah, supposedly they do. All right. Ant says, Dwayne, I got my Navy Federal Credit Union secured card. They use TransUnion. My TransUnion score was 709, but I didn't think about going ahead and the regular one, I just went with a secured one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean that's fine, man. Like the secured one is fine. Like you're definitely, like I said, building a relationship, and that alone, like Navy Federal will take care of you once you get going with it. So I think that that's a good choice. All right, cool. I'm just gonna say hi to some more of you guys, and then I'm gonna try to jump on over to the website and talk a little bit about U.S. Cash, U.S. Bank credit cards. Boy, I gotta concentrate. Lisa Love Beauty, thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thanks for stopping by. Is the Capital One Saver card metal? The newer ones, I know they're sending out metal cards now. I called them up because I saw a video by proudmoney.com, Adam over at proudmoney.com, his YouTube channel. And I was like, this is a nice looking card. So I called them up, and of course they were like, that card wasn't available. The metal card, the Saver card wasn't available to me at the moment, even though I have the regular Saver card. So I'm not sure. I mean, supposedly yes, but I don't know who actually gets it. Hey, Seuss, in regards to the Quicksilver to the Saver card, I think that's a good choice. The Saver card provides a lot of opportunities for you to get a substantial amount of cash back, especially in regards to food and entertainment. Like, you really can't beat that. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely suggest that you know, do it. To be honest with you. Alberto says, "How long does it take to get your for the U.S. Bank Secure Card credit card to graduate?" I have no idea. I don't even know if there is a specific time frame when they're like, "Oh, we start to review your accounts after X amount of months." I don't remember reading that, but it's probably there. What I would say is definitely only put down like what you're not gonna miss. So open the account with $200. You know what I mean? $300. There's no need to open a secured account with over $500 unless you're a nerd like me and you planned on using it a lot and they have some kind of cash back or some kind of reward program. But other than that, there's no need to open a secure card with more than $500. So if you can manage $200 just kind of sitting in an account that's not earning you any interest, then I would suggest go ahead and doing that. Um, Tharlan06. Yeah, I definitely like that card, man. I like that card a lot. I can't say that I use it a lot because I'm busy using my Discover It card, my second one, and my American Express Gold card. And then I kind of sprinkle the other cards in there because I want to make sure that I keep them active. Jason says, "Hey, Dwayne, I love your channel, man, but always get the urge to apply for another credit card for some reason." I totally hear what you're saying, and listen, Jason, that urge, let's rebuke that urge, man. You definitely don't need to be doing that. Trust me, learn from me, take it from me. I'm telling you the truth. You need to chill. If you have 4 or 5 inquiries, there's no need to really apply. I mean, the thing is, like, I have 13 cards, right? Um, I don't really need 13 cards. Like, it's not a bad thing that I have 13 cards, but I will tell you, like, managing 13 cards and making sure that you're using these cards, I mean, the average person can't do it. And the average person, normally don't use credit cards the way that we're talking about using credit cards. So, man, just be patient, just chill. Only go for the cards you really, really want, and then that's it. That's it. Peps says Chase closed my credit card account too. Wow, what happened there? Um, Interesting. First of all, I'm sorry to hear that. And you said, and no explanation from Chase as to why they closed it. Well, clearly we know that they can do that, and by they, we're talking about any credit card company, right? Any bank that you have business with, they can close your account for whatever reason, right? They can always deny to extend business with you or to work with you for that matter. But I'm sorry to hear that. That is horrible. Um, DJ Lady JTV, go ahead and email me, please. You can just email me, and you can email me at helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. Just like that. Helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. That's the best thing to do in regards to asking me questions about that. Because, well, you know why. So go ahead and do that if you're interested in asking a question in regards to that. Okay, Julio says, I've had the US Bank secured Aeromexico card for a long time. They are stingy at upgrading and tried after 2 years and nope. Only reason it's still open, I earn Club Premier points. Julio, first of all, thank you for sharing that. That is super unfortunate, bro. Did you try applying for just a regular unsecured card? Like, I know you don't want to lose the history that you've earned with this card, and I totally get that. But I'm just kind of curious if you applied for another card and if you got approved for that or not. Kind of like, like what's your score currently? I know like with Discover card, when I had my secure card, they were telling me all kinds of crap. My score was like 747 with, according to Discover, the FICO score. Okay. And when I called about it, they were like, yeah, your score is high. And they were like, well, it's about relationships with everybody, not just us. And I'm like, well, I have good relationship with everybody, to be honest with you. But they were very slow about graduating my secure card to an unsecured card. It didn't take me a long time compared to you, but it was 14 months, and I was totally over it. Um, the Coin Alley, what are you talking about specifically? You said use the reminder feature on my iPhone and set reminders to use a specific card. Oh, dude, I'm slow. Okay, every 6 months. Okay, gotcha. Dude, you know what? Because I've been super scared about, since the whole thing with Chase, I literally walk around with 13 credit cards now. Like, it's so stupid, to be honest with you. But in general, I don't have my wallet on me, or it's not a wallet, but I don't have it on me often. Like, I really don't. Like, I go to work, I go home. I may go out to eat occasionally. Like, I went out with my kids Friday and Saturday, but that's pretty much it. Like, literally, I could I could never take my wallet out for the whole week except once to get gas and maybe buy food a couple of times during the week if I'm buying fast food. But that's pretty much it. But you're right. That's definitely a good tip, and I appreciate you for making that tip. All right, okay, I'm done. I'm done reading here. I'm just gonna jump on over. What's going on, Don? Thanks for stopping by. I haven't seen you in a while, man. I appreciate you stopping by. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and then I'm gonna jump on over. I'm not sure what this is. This always pops up. I'm like, why? What are we doing here? Um, okay, I think you guys can see on my screen. Thank God you guys can't see it, but it's here. So I'm over here at the website in regards to US Bank. And so as you can see here at the very top, there is a credit card uh, heading or menu, whatever. So you can click on that, of course. I've already clicked on it, and it pulls this page up here. And this page has a lot of information, right? So of course you see where it says all cards, it says premium, it says cashback, travel, low interest. Now, the interesting thing, of course, there's a more category, which there's not really anything there. I think I clicked on it earlier before starting the video, but there really isn't a lot going on there, to be honest with you. But as you can see here, one of the first cards that they're promoting is the Altitude card, which I think is hilarious, right? Because it's like, yikes, we're gonna promote that one right out the gate, and that's the one with the most expensive annual fee. This particular card is clearly geared towards travel. As you guys can see right there, it says US Bank Altitude Reserve Visa Infinite card. Now I don't have that type of card. I have a signature card, but supposedly it's a big deal, right? I mean, we all care about status. Well, maybe not we all, but I know I do, right? So as you can see here, the welcome offer is not bad. You can earn 50,000 bonus points, which is certainly incredible. When you spend, which is worth, according to them, $750 in travel. And of course, you have to spend. Now, this is the part that's a lot. You have to spend 4,500 bucks in the first 90 days. 4,500 bucks in the first 90 days is a lot to spend in order to get 50,000 points. Clearly, there are other credit cards with better sign-up offers than this, and then also there are other credit cards that have really awesome redemption when it comes to using your points towards travel. I don't know a whole lot about the US Bank Altitude Reserve card, but there's not really a lot of videos on YouTube of people talking about this card, to be honest with you. I would say there's no more than 5 people, but then again, I can't say that I've searched recently and fairly assessed that. One of the things that's not attractive for me personally is the fact that there is a $400 annual fee right out the gate. But hey, if you're into that, you know what I mean, that floats your boat, go for it. I just got into paying annual fees, so I just paid $250 for the gold card, $95 for the Marriott Bonvoy card, $95 for the Delta Gold card after the first year. Same thing with the Bonvoy card. After the first year, it's $95, which isn't bad. $95 isn't bad, and the perks that you get for that is definitely worth the $95. So the second card here is the one that I have that I think is the most underrated 5% cashback card there is out there. And this is a US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. Now, this card is pretty dope. I did get this particular sign-up offer. This sign-up offer is a lot more attainable. As you guys can see here, the reviews, right, between the first card and second card, you have 79 reviews here for the Altitude card, and it's 4.5 stars, okay? And then for the US Bank Cash Plus, there's 3,584 reviews with a little under 4.5 stars, right? But that's a lot. Now, that's a lot of people deciding to, cast their opinion on what it is they feel about this particular card. So $500, you spend $500 within the first 90 days and you get $150 cash back. I love that deal all the way, all the time. This is a great sign-up bonus that a lot of people that are new to the cashback game, new to credit cards in general, this is very easy to meet, and it's easy, it's attainable. Not to mention, like, once you do that and you get your first, cash back, you're like, dude, this is sweet. You kind of really want to do it over and over and over, to be honest with you. So this is a pretty cool card for that. One of the things that I love about the card is the fact that you get to choose 2 categories where you earn 5% cash back. Now, that is really powerful. The categories are really, really good, and there are a lot from which to choose in regards to what you get 5% cash back on. So I really, really like this card. And of course, the no annual fee is cool with me. I love cards that don't have annual fees, right? So this card doesn't have an annual fee. If you're interested in getting any kind of card from US Bank and you're not sure if you're going to get pre-approved or not pre-approved, if you're not sure if you're going to get approved, I would just suggest go ahead and get the secured card, to be honest with you. The secured card is definitely the way to go, just because you want to get your foot wet, and that's always the best thing to do, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to look over into the chat here to see if I'm missing anything here. Okay, Lando says he thinks it's worthy. He thinks it's, dude, there's all kinds of stuff on my screen. Sorry about that, guys. Let me close this. All right. Oh, you guys couldn't see that anyway, right? He says he thinks it's worth the investment to have credit monitoring system for all 3. Why not? Absolutely. I mean, hey, to each its own. Go for it. I mean, my score is decent. It's up there, so it's not something that I worry about, and more importantly, I don't need to be applying for anything. So I'm good. Tharlin06 says, is the US Bank hard card to get? I don't hear a lot about them. A lot of people say that it is hard to get, Trey, to be honest with you, but I didn't have a hard time getting it. But then again, everyone has a different story. So once again, if you're not sure if you're gonna get approved for it, instead of applying and being denied, I would just get the secure card. I would just apply for the secure card, to be honest with you, right off the bat. Hey, thanks for joining the live stream. You said just want to say hello. See, I didn't even try to say your name. Like, this is so sad. You should definitely let me know how to say your name. But thanks for joining by. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It's always nice to see a familiar face. All right, let me get on back over here. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So yeah, so as you can see, I mean, like, I'm totally a fan of the US Bank Cash Plus card. This card, surprisingly, it's very easy to accumulate a lot of cash back with this card. Like, you just use it, you choose your 2 categories. Like for me, I have utilities and cell phone, and you just use it on those, especially. Like, it's really easy. Like, in a sense, you're controlling what you're earning 5% cash back on. And there aren't a lot of cards that allow you to do that. As a matter of fact, there aren't any, as far as I know, but there may be one out there, but I don't know personally. But when you can control where you earn 5% cash back, it is powerful, and it is insanely easy to rack up those cash back. Or to rack up cash back in general. So you definitely want to consider that card. Now, I saw these cards here, and I'm not gonna lie, I was very tempted to get this card instead of just applying for a card with American Express. Now, this card right here, the US Bank Cash 365 American Express card, nothing special, right? It's a 1.5% cashback card on every single purchase. So that's easy, very, very simple, and very much like the Capital One Quicksilver card. So there's nothing special here about this particular card. If you want a card that's exactly like this in regards to cash back, then you definitely want to consider just getting the Capital One, applying for the Capital One Quicksilver card over this, to be honest with you, because I feel like your chances of being approved for that would be easier than getting approved for this particular card. And Capital One, I believe, has the same sign-up bonus, which is you spend $500 and you get $150 in cash back, which is always sweet and insanely easy to do. So you definitely want to make sure you do that if you're interested in getting a 1.5% cashback card. All right, now the next card here is a US Bank Visa Platinum card. Now this card here clearly doesn't have a sign-up bonus. This card, I think, for me personally, is specifically for balance transfers. That's how I would use it, right? This card is one of the only cards. I know that Citibank has a card that's like this as well, and that card doesn't have any perks. But that card, I think, also has where you can do 0% introductory rate on your purchases and balance transfers for 18 months. Now, that is insanely powerful. If you have a couple of $1,000 that you owe on a credit card, it makes perfect sense if you can be approved to apply for this card or the Citibank card or any card that has a pretty lengthy introductory period. And I'll say lengthy being anywhere from 12 to 18 months. That's a long time. You could change a lot in regards to how much money you save by not paying interest on a credit card that has like a 16% interest rate or 16% now these days is considered low, to be honest with you, right? So if you have a card with a 16% interest rate, that's quote unquote low, but it's not as low as zero. So people are kind of scared about balance transfers, but balance transfers are really awesome. You know, like if there's a 3% balance transfer fee, that 3% is still way less than any amount of interest that you would pay on that particular balance. So don't worry about the 3% as much as the fact that you're going to be saving a lot of money over the long haul. And that's why I would always recommend, if people want to get a credit card where they are going to use it to do balance transfer, go for it. Now, I'm not saying get this card per se, unless you want to, have 18 months to pay it off. I would say, hey, get a credit card that has a decent sign-up bonus. American Express has plenty of them. Chase has them as well. Pretty much any one of the major banks has a credit card that has a good sign-up bonus, like $150 after spending $500. And then there's no APR for at least the first 12 months. Like 12 months could do a lot of good, especially if you are paying anywhere above 16% for or 10% for that matter in regards to APY. So you definitely want to consider that if you're into it. And that's kind of my 2 cents on that. So real quickly here, the next card is it's a US Bank Cash Flex Perk Gold American Express card. There's a lot to say there. But as you guys can see there, you can spend $2,000 and you're going to get 30,000 points, which is not really a huge deal. They claim it's $450 in regards to redeeming towards travel. There's an $85 annual fee. Of course, it's you can get 3 times points on restaurants, 2 on gas, 2 times on airlines. That's not bad. It's not bad at all, especially if you're wanting to get kind of involved or get started with a card that you can earn points. This annual fee is very manageable. You know what I mean? But of course, there's cards that Chase offer that you can get. The preferred, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which I think the annual fee on that is $95. So it's not a whole lot different. And of course, the benefits as far as the points that you earn towards travel is similar, except the Chase Ultimate Reward points are going to be way more valuable than any other platform in regards to redeeming your points towards travel. So that's my 2 cents on that one. Really, I mean, like as you guys can see here, these other cards aren't really anything special. I definitely wanted to make sure I touched on the US Bank Secured Visa card. Of course, I like this. It says key benefits. Excuse me. It says build or reestablish your credit. Now, it says build, right? So like I use secure cards to build my credit, okay? even though I didn't need it. I just used it to build it because I was like, yeah, you know, I want to establish a relationship. So I used it, and that was kind of my way of making sure that I was gonna get approved for that particular card and kind of establish that relationship with the bank. Okay, so that's pretty much it in regards to U.S. Bank credit cards. There are a lot from which to choose. If you aren't sure if you're going to be approved, I would just get the U.S. Bank secured Visa card because that's the best way to get involved. Even if for some reason you experience some get promoted, it's still okay. You can just apply for a regular card, you know what I mean, after like a year, and you're probably going to be approved for that regular card, to be honest with you. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's my 2 cents on the U.S. Bank credit cards. I think it's a solid bank. Oh, one of the things that I didn't discuss that's very important, to be honest with you guys, is the customer service. U.S. Bank customer service is not the best. Now, I'm saying it's not the best because I'm comparing it to my experiences with other banks. And by other banks, more specifically, I'm talking about American Express and Discover Card. American Express and Discover Card's customer service is by far the best. Period. Period. Maybe Chase afterwards, maybe, and then maybe Citibank. You know, and I say maybe. I mean, Chase is probably a little better than Citibank, to be honest with you. But U.S. Bank customer service, listen, be prepared to wait when you call these guys, especially if it's like a busy time. I don't even know what's considered a busy time. I feel like whenever I call them, it's always a busy time. So the customer service, as far as waiting to be helped, is pretty whack. But in general, I don't really need to call them a lot. And, you know, I just use my card and pay it off. So there's not necessarily a need to interact with customer service a lot. So anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents on that. If you guys have any questions about anything pertaining to credit cards, you know, how to earn money using your credit cards or how to build your credit score, feel free to ask it in the live stream. If the stream is over and you're watching, if you've made it all the way here and you're watching back on the live stream, first of all, God bless you. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already done so. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You're clearly a trooper and you clearly value what it is we do on this particular channel. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that. So once again, if you guys have any questions, throw them in the comment section below. I will do my best, as will all my awesome people that contribute to the community, to answer your question. Okay. Says Level 9 says, are there any secured business credit cards? There are. I think Wells Fargo has one. I'm pretty sure that somebody already answered this question, but I think Wells Fargo has one. Okay, Lyndon answered. He said Wells Fargo has one, and so does TD Bank. And I know for a fact TD Bank has some good cards. TD Bank has a great cashback card, to be honest with you. I wanted that card so badly, but I couldn't get it because I didn't reside in a state that has a TD Bank branch. So there's that. All right. So once again, guys, if you have any questions, please slap them in the comment section and I will do my best to answer it. Rick says, from my FICO site, folks say get one Visa or MasterCard and 2 store cards and 1 loan like a car or self-lender. After 6 months, you start getting a FICO score, and it usually starts around 670 to 700. Wow, that's a lot, to be honest with you, to get. I think you can easily attain that, the 670 to 700. You can easily attain that with one credit card, to be honest with you, Rick, especially if you're keeping your utilization between 0 and 10%. And of course, you're just paying your bill on time, because, you know, paying on time, your payment history is 35% of your score. So of course, if you make six payments one payment for 6 months, right? That's 6 payments, right? So you're in there. And then of course, if at the time the 6 months rolls around and your utilization is between 0 and 10%, or like 0 and 5%, it is insanely easy to have a 700 credit score, especially if you're starting from scratch. So, I mean, folks can say whatever they want, but honestly, that's a lot of traffic that I don't think is necessary in order to achieve that score. Like I said, I think it's very possible to do it with just one card. And when you're just getting started, that's probably the way to go. Now, if you have these things that come up, you know what I mean? Like if you have to get a car loan, then sweet. But as far as going and get a store card or getting two store cards, I mean, you definitely can do without it, to be honest with you. But that's just my 2 cents. You know, I mean, those people on those sites are clearly gurus and experts and professionals, and I'm just some guy on YouTube talking about my own personal experience and what's worked for me. So, but you know, those sites, boy, they can be real serious. Tyrone says I can't pay annual fee for the U.S. Bank Secure Card. What do you mean you can't pay? It's $29. That's it. It's not that bad, to be honest with you. Jason says Discover customer service is the GOAT. Yeah, Discover customer service is ridiculous. Like they really are, to be honest with you. They've done a really good job with the marketing in regards to that, and they're pretty, you know, it's pretty up to par with the picture that they paint in regards to marketing. So I agree with you 100%. What's going on, Ronald? Thank you for joining the stream, bro. I appreciate you. Brandy Allen says BBVA. Yeah, BBVA actually has some decent credit cards. I'm laughing because I had opened an account with them a long time ago. I don't even remember why I opened an account with them, but yeah, BBVA, I think they used to be Washington Mutual like a very, very, very long time ago. But I think they have some decent credit cards. All right. Hey, Donald, email me, bro. Or not even email me, text me because you got my information, right? So text me and I will talk to you there in regards to that. Um, Rick says, "Oh wow, Dwayne, only one. Thanks." Or that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, man, I think you can do that with one. To be honest with you. What's going on, Michael? Here we go, dude. Congratulations! Thanks for stopping by the stream. Rick, this is a perfect example here. Michael says his FICO credit score is 714. Michael just started like really recently in regards to credit. Michael is 18. The brother is like really aggressive about his credit score, which I think is so dope. Michael, you're doing a great thing and you're going to be a champ. You know what I mean? Like by the time you're 20, 22, dude, you're going to be able to get like any credit card that you want, to be honest with you. Within reason, but pretty much any credit card that you want. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. That's awesome, bro. Congratulations on that. Okay, Tyrone was saying, okay, you only go after cards with no annual fees. Yeah, me too. For the longest time, man. Then I had to go ahead and break myself and get the American Express Gold card. But I think it's worth it. I mean, it is worth it for me personally because it's been really good to me and for me. I'm not gonna lie, I did waste like almost 30,000 points. I think it was like 28,000. Let's call it 29,000 points. I wasted 29,000 points when I was going to New York back in end of March, beginning of April. And I totally should not have spent the points that way, but I did. I will not make that mistake again in the future. I will just buy the ticket and save those points for something insanely meaningful. Eddie, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by the stream, bro. I appreciate you. Kylo Ren, Kylo Ren and Stimpy. I like that. That's such a cool channel name. I finally caught your live stream while it's still live. Freaking awesome, and thanks for making a comment. I appreciate that a lot. All right, let me see here. Okay. I know, right? Donna was like, "Yeah, Michael, I wish I knew what you know at 19. I would be a millionaire." Yeah, that boy Michael is it's very impressive, man. He's very on it, and it's really exciting to be honest. It's like, whoa, dude, like you really care about your credit, and you know, like that's freaking cool. So yeah, he's gonna be doing big things for sure. Excuse me. All right, guys. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I will be ending the stream here. Thank you guys for those that gave the super chat. Lyndon, thank you for the $5 super chat. The Coin Alley, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you guys. I respect you guys very much, and it means insane. It means an insane lot that you guys chose to do that. I really appreciate you guys. If there are no more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and I will see you guys next Monday. Let me kind of see here. Austin popped up and says Amex Gold card is solid for the first year with the sign-up bonus. I'll probably cancel it after year 1 if I don't get a great retention offer. Retention offer. You know, it's weird. I don't have a clue what that is. I mean, I get it. Retention offer. I'm smart, but elaborate on that a little bit for me, Austin. Like, what exactly are you expecting in regards to retention offer? School me so that I can know, so that when my time comes up, I think it's October for me. October this year will be a year. Rick says, I have 7 years of credit history and can't seem to break 660. I only have 21% utilization and 9 accounts total. Only 5 inquiries on everything total. Okay, 21% utilization. Well, clearly we can improve that. I guess there may be some other things on there, right? Like I mean, I can't speak about your particular credit report because it's yours, but there's probably definitely some other things on there that is contributing to that. I know for me personally, right now I have 97% on my payment history. So I don't even have 100% on my payment history, and my credit score is well over 750. I shouldn't say well over, but like it's like 750 and above, right? So anywhere from 750 on one particular bureau all the way up to like 775. So that's not bad, but I have a 97% payment history. So which is kind of weird that the score is still that good. As far as average age of credit, my average age of credit is 3 years on like one of the bureaus, and like it's 3 years and 3 months on the other 2. So I don't have like this extensive amount of credit history or average age of credit, but my score is still good because my utilization is insanely low. So just kind of really look into your particular account there, Rick, and see if you can kind of figure out what's what. Kylo Ren says, my credit score has been hovering around 650 for the past 6 months. Anytime I apply for a card, they deny me for having a thin file. Well, there you go. I mean, like, dude, it sucks, but that's the part about credit that a lot of people don't talk about, is the fact that you just have to be patient. Some of the things you can't speed up. The only way you can speed up having a thin file is if you knew somebody personally that had a credit card that has, 5 years, 7 years with good payment history, and then you have to ask them, hey, can I be an authorized user? And of course, they're going to look at you crazy. They're going to say, like, I don't want to mess up my credit. I can't add you, that type of thing. But if you know somebody that can help you, that will help your credit quite a bit, to be honest with you. Donald says, yeah, they don't teach this at school. That's why you have to keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I definitely will be here, even if I'm here once every 2 weeks. I'm definitely going to keep it going on YouTube. I'm very curious to see the journey towards getting 100,000 subscribers. I think that'll be powerful. That's definitely a long-term goal, and it would be kind of cool to get like a little YouTube silver play button for working my butt off. For me personally, it's a lot of work. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but everybody's journey on YouTube is different, and it's different for different reasons. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Sometimes people blow up for whatever reason, they just do, and also YouTube promotes their channel, and by promote it, I mean it puts it in front of people, and of course people click on the chat, people click on the videos, and so on and so forth. So I definitely want to be here for the long term, for sure. Hey Rick, man, thanks for the kind words, bro. I appreciate you, and I definitely try to always be awesome. Thank you for stopping by the channel, and thank you for taking the time to actually write that. I appreciate that a lot, Rick. Okay, Austin says points or cashback for keeping the account open. Okay, cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I heard about it, but I didn't really pay a lot of attention. I mean, there are a lot of things that I don't necessarily know just because it's impossible for me to know everything. I do know a lot when it comes to building your credit, and that's kind of why I started the channel and kind of talked about my experience and what worked for me. and I'm really confident in those things and the fact that it will work for anybody, to be honest with you. Wow. Kylo says, I have one collections for 50 cents. That's weird. Also have 100% payment history. Congratulations. And 0% utilization for 6,000 limit. Interesting. Well, like I said, man, sometimes you just got to be patient. You know what I mean? You can't. There's no substitute for time, and time is kicking your butt right now in regards to your credit score. But that's okay. There will be a time where this is not an issue, right? So just keep your head up and keep pushing forward. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Once again, my name is Dwayne with howtobuildcredittv.com, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Take care, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Later, guys.